If I was to start my woodworking journey all over again and I had to choose just 10 hand tools to begin with, these are what I'd pick. These tools are simple, affordable, and will let you build a surprising number of projects without needing a huge workshop. First up, the tenon saw. A tenon saw can be a versatile little weapon that is useful to complete a range of joinery techniques. Unlike a big panel saw, it's a little easier to control, with its rigid spine and shorter blade length, as well as often being much cheaper than expensive dovetail and specialty saws. Next is a set of bench or beveled edge chisels. You don't need a giant collection to start. Just a few chisels in common sizes like 6, 12, 18 and 25mm chisels will get you on your way. They're great for cleaning up joints, paring down edges, whilst general bench chisels and beveled edge chisels aren't the best for all the intricate work certain techniques often require. As a beginner, they will at least get you in the game. Of course, to go with your chisels, you'll need a mallet. You most likely won't be able to pare your way out of all situations, so you'll need something to give your chisels a bash with. A wooden mallet is more gentle than a hammer, allowing you to strike your chisels without damaging their handles. Mallets can also come in handy when some workpieces need a little persuading. Next is the jack plane, your all-round hand plane. You'll use it to flatten boards, smooth surfaces, and clean up joints. It's a real workhorse and one of the most satisfying tools to use. They can be a bit tricky to set up, hone and tune straight out of the box, but once you get the iron nice and sharp and everything tuned in, planing is simply one of the most enjoyable parts of woodworking with hand tools. Sharp tools are safe tools, so I'd get a diamond plate sharpening set to keep your chisels and plane blades razor sharp. It's a must-have from day one. Trust me, dull tools will only frustrate you. I used to be a stickler for whetstones and oil stones, but the technology of diamond plate stones these days is hard to beat price-wise. For just a few bucks, you can get a diamond plate set that will get you out of trouble. Next, you'll need a way to hold your work. A portable workstation or a bench vise is perfect if you don't have a full workshop yet. It keeps your hands free and your cuts accurate. I've been fortunate enough to build my own custom workbench, but I have recently filmed an entire 9-day course to prove that you can get into woodworking with nothing less than a cheap portable workstation that I picked up from Amazon. Sure, it has its limitations, but if you don't have thousands of dollars to buy a workbench or the skills to build your own, then these little workstations can at least get your foot in the door and start to tickle that woodworking itch. A steel rule may not seem exciting, but accurate measurement is the backbone of woodworking. Forget flexible tape measures. A solid steel rule gives you consistency every time. They are robust, and as long as you don't go bashing them around, they will last a long time. A good tri-square or combination square ensures your work is truly 90 degrees. Even a small error compounds over a project, so this is one of those tools that pays for itself right away. I'd suggest a combination square if you only had the chance to buy one or the other. They are just that little more versatile, and the blade can be shortened to use in more tricky situations. Next is the marking gauge. The marking gauge helps you scribe precise parallel lines. It's a classic tool for joinery, especially scribing depth lines for joints. To be honest, when you use it, it kind of just makes you feel more like a woodworker. And finally, the coping saw. This little saw is perfect for cutting curves and waste between joints. It's lightweight, inexpensive, and rounds out your beginner toolkit nicely. And I think every beginner's dream is to learn how to cut a dovetail joint, and a coping saw helps achieve this goal. So that's my list of the first 10 hand tools I'd buy if I was starting woodworking again. With just these, you can tackle a ton of beginner projects, from boxes and frames to small furniture pieces. If you're just getting started, don't feel like you need everything at once. Build your toolkit slowly as you learn. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what tool you think should have made the list. And if you haven't tried your hand at woodworking yet, why not check out my Novice in 9-Day Beginner Woodworking course information page at mcdcourses.com. Take care and happy woodworking.